Strap in for today's Beyond All Reason match. In one corner, there's Pigz, Master of Mayhem, and in the other, TANKTOM, who's known for having a game plan and occasionally following it. With me, of course, the insightful Praedyth and the always bold Bruticus. Let's see if Pigz can surprise us all, or if Tom is going to walk his way to another victory.
You're joining us on a bit of a different map to usual. This one has no wind, which means we're going to be relying entirely on solar, so heavy metal investment just to keep your eco going. To match that, the eco points are looking at 2.1s across the board, and a single geo at the top and bottom of each map. TANKTOM going into an air lab, so I'm hoping to see a comm drop on this one, but I don't think he's quite teching for that route. Pigz going with a much more standard opening of bots, and he's queuing up his standard 10 pawns. Seems to do that basically every game, so always early aggression out of Pigz. TANKTOM is building 2 vehicle labs.
He just placed one around the wrong way, so he switched him around.
Yep. Bit of decay, bit of lost metal there. We'll see how
you'll
much
get the metal back.
You get the metal back from decaying buildings? You learn something new every day.
Oh, I don't know. It definitely... it gives you back
time...
metal, but I don't know if it gives you all of the metal. I know it gives a certain amount back. I'm probably going to test it out sometime. I'll let everyone know in a future video.
Pigz going into a very large amount of solars at the back. We gave him some advice about wind farms, and unfortunately I think he's taken that to heart with solars, so that's going to be a huge metal investment if he lets that keep building. And Tom pushing out that early constructor, going straight into the build turret. Again, metal heavy on this side of things, but TANKTOM with metal versus Pigz without. That the units being the early difference.
Tom's also got a single converter down, so if he does end up with excess energy, he's going to be able to convert it. Whereas Pigz doesn't.
He put it down while he had plenty of energy, which I like to see the foreplanning. Pigz with 3 grunts holding the front should be very effective against Tom's single incisor, though it's not currently rallied to the enemy base, just to the middle of the map. Pigz
good
pushing
radar
forward.
Coverage.
Oh yeah.
Good radar coverage by Tom, and good utilization of the map, placing his comm up on the high ground to get those low ground maxes early.
Yep. What a play. That radar is going to be instrumental because that's 3 grunts that have just crossed into the zone. TANKTOM having played this map before, Pigz as well, but TANKTOM certainly pushed out very widely into this map, and he's known for doing that. One incisor taking on the 3 pawns. Because he attacked from a wide angle, he managed to do a lot of damage. Might not be able to take on all 3, but with that second incisor, that's a little bit of reclaim available on TANKTOM's side.
A group of pawns coming out with a couple trailing behind.
Yep, I like this. He's got his injured incisor behind, which means its firepower should still be available for longer. Though, by pushing through like that, he's basically just suicided those units for little to no gain. We're always a advocate for pushing where you can, but 2 units into a stream of oncoming pawns isn't going to get you anywhere.
Like Pigz is setting up a waypoint to go and check if there's a metal expansion already heading up here.
Yep. TANKTOM identifying that energy is going to be a big part of this map. He's already going into advanced solars. Provided he can hold that front, it's going to be an advantage over Pigz's regular solar collectors. Pigz going for the traditional low ground expansion. And so far, TANKTOM's additional metal is unscouted, though Pigz smartly is checking.
Yep, he's got a pawn heading there now, so that should start to clean those up if he's quick.
Yep. Should be able to get 2 of those at least.
Yeah, definitely get 2, and maybe just run that pawn out afterwards.
Yep. With the cost of a metal extractor being 50 metal, and these being 2.1s, they have to be alive for 21 seconds to pay themselves off, which I'm pretty sure those ones were. Oh wow, he actually managed to sneak on through and get... Oh, what's going on?
Fucking shoot.
There we go. There we go.
And now he's got a beeline straight to the base if he's got the balls to do it.
Yep.
I want to see those big balls from him today, not fucking those little pig fucking nuts.
He's seeing nothing in the low ground. If I were Pigz, I'd push at least one unit up to see what's going on. Hopefully he sends the whole lot up after he sees that there's very little up there defending. Before he gets boxed in.
Pigz unfortunately stalling on
Pigz.
those units. Is he going to run past? Hopefully he just keeps going.
Yes. Pigz.
Is he going to do some damage? Oh no! He's
got it. He's picked him up.
Go left. Go left. Go left.
Stop
Oh no!
Stop fighting the units.
Oh no!
Oh,
Pop
get
that
the
converter
at least.
Yes.
Oh, it's some damage, not as much as we would have liked to have seen, but
Well, it's keeping Tom off the rest of the battlefield, and now Pig, well, hopefully would go and get an advantage on the.
Yep. Considering how boxed in Tom is, I'd love to see Pigz hold the line here, and then expand to the rest of the map. Just send a couple builders going in each direction. With there being no solar in the no wind in this map, the opportunity to absolutely starve your opponent of metal is really there. So the more he can hold Tom in his own base, the better.
And
he knows
Tom to invest.
Yep.
Up here.
He also knows that Tom is has grabbed those medals in the past. I'd love to see him do another run by and take him out again.
There is an LLT covering them though.
Yeah, but I would happily
lose.
I would happily lose all 5 of those pawns to take out those 2.
Yep. And he's doing exactly that. He's sending one down to have a look.
Nice,
Probably
nice.
just
Let's
checking
hope
the
that
first one.
Yeah, he's going to get it.
Oh, he gets it anyway.
Pays itself off.
Yep. What a good investment right there. Pigz locking Tank Tom in his base. This is turning into Pig's game to lose.
And you know what Pigz could do? He could set one rocket bot here, and it should be able to hit all
3 of them. Yep.
It'll be out of range.
Yep. Keep pushing out onto that map, Pigsy. Get the huge metal advantage that Tank Tom's been using against you. Going vehicles, he'll barely be able to fight this if you keep expanding onto the map. Get your comm up the front so you can take those incisors out with the D-gun. Don't try and push up. You know he's going to have a lot of defenses. 2 Dragon Moors and 2 LLTs. There's nothing that's going to push through that anytime soon. And anything that you try is just a waste of metal, especially without a radar.
Yeah, what he needs to do is add a couple of ticks and have a look, but instead he's just gone straight.
He's sacking his whole army for nothing. 1 incisor is all he got. 1 incisor and 1 LLT.
Build power now becoming the problem for Pigz.
Yep. Oh, he was in such a good spot too.
And no units being produced as well from Pigz. Unfortunately, gone in a complete stall after being in such a commanding position, having a metal lead, an energy lead. Not an energy lead, sorry, I take that back. Tom did have that with advanced solars, but now Tom getting an extra roughly, I think it was about 180 metal off the field as well.
Yep. What a heartbreaking hold break that was.
I got excited for a second. I thought it might have been that game that he finally wins.
Yeah. Keeping a cool head, Tom did do the right thing. He massed incisors, and he got the surround bonus on all those units.
Good day.
Oh, losing them all to the comm, and we're back where we started.
Nice incisor delivery there.
Yep. Unfortunately, when you degun units, they don't leave behind wreckages for reclaim, so no deposit for Pigz.
Tank Tom, 3 incisors out of it.
Yeah.
That was good.
And Tank Tom smartly sending a couple of those around the map. I didn't even see that happening, though. I think you did, Bruticus. He's taken out Pigz's presence on the map.
Yeah, he got that one instructor with the very, very, very damaged incisor. Now Tom's also popping up some twin guards in his choke as well, so he's got 2 layers of defense now.
Couple of twin guards going to be highly effective against bots. They've got a range of 480 versus the rocket bot's 475, which means that a rocket bot will be in range against a twin guard. so no sniping from outside of range.
Pigz seeing this
Interesting fact.
incisor with the radar and taking advantage of the commanding amount of units he has there.
Yep.
Interesting fact about the twin guards, though, not both lasers shoot at max range. Only one of them does. So if you click on it and have a look at the range, you'll see that there's a second circle inside, which the lower gun will fire at.
Good to know. One thing I didn't know.
Nice insight there from Bruticus. Incisors against pawns. This should be fairly heavily weighted towards the incisors. TANKTOM deciding to take the fight as compared to running past. With the defenses that Bruticus has over there, probably the wiser choice. Take the snipes where you can. Pigz, I would have liked to see those Rocketeers backing up well before they are now. Though splitting them up is smart. Trying to make Tom chase one and hopefully get the other one away.
Pigz with an excess of energy needs to maybe convert some of that.
Yep, he's invested 17. He's invested into 17 solar collectors, generating 320 energy versus Tom's 5 tier 2. Oh, sorry, not tier 2. Advanced solars, generating 375 plus the tier 1s that he's got. Definitely heartbreaking to see Pigz in this spot after such a good start. Smartly putting LLTs on the high ground, those can really change a fight in this middle position, and Tom throwing away incisors into his LLTs. Not running this line this time. Ooh, damage on the comm from friendly units, but not to worry. Tom pushing out, his comm is completely exposed. If Pigz was able to get a high ground radar, he might see Tom's comm walking around and mistake it for a construction vehicle and send a couple units. Could lead to a quick win. Tom scaling up into an air lab. This will be an interesting game. He's noted that Pigz is entirely on the ground defense with Rocketeers, Pawns, and LLTs. This could take Pigz massively by surprise.
Pigz just staying with the 6 mexes now, forgetting to expand them.
Yep. I want to see... Oh no, he's finally starting to build some more. He's got 3 in the build queue.
Commander spotted.
Oh, Commander spotted. And Rocketeers on the way. Rocketeers outrange a comm. So you can potentially snipe it so long as your micro is good enough. TANKTOM retreating and sending his incisors down to assist the comm. I don't think that even with perfect micro that Pigz would be able to take the comm with how quickly those incisors are going. But the base is now undefended. Or the incisors are surrounded, whichever way you look at it. Could be an opportunity to snipe all of Tom's army, though I would have liked to see him go for the base instead. Incisors getting on top of those Rocketeers. Pretty one-sided there, and it's going to be more one-sided fighting. 6 units are not going to be enough to take on those incisors. Tom getting the reclaim, swinging this game further and further into his advantage. Incisors pushing up to hold pushing back up to defend. Pigz' comm on the front line. I'd love to see a good D-gun out of Pigz. Getting a couple of aggressive LLTs to try and help hold that front position. Even though and potentially isolating the commander, that would be great to see. Air transition going. We've got 6 bombers heading to Pigz' commander. Oh dear.
Hopefully he drops down some anti-air with that commander. Instead he's running it into the
LLT, the twin guards. Better hope those D-guns are on point. But those incisors, I reckon, are going to clinch this one. Oh, big hit by the comm. But completely isolated now.
I'd love to see him just drop down that one. Yeah, just that single anti-air.
Yep.
That would deal with these.
Bit of a messy game this one turned out to be. A lot of scrapping, but unfortunately when Pigz lost that original hold, he certainly lost control of the game. Tom's experience allowing him to make cool-headed decisions And that's GG. While we drag the players back into chat, let's have a quick look at those statistics. We've got a we've got a metal production, not actually too dissimilar, only a 4K difference, which is not too bad for a map like this. But the energy produced is the biggest part of this story, with Tom producing almost 50% more than Pigz. Those advanced solars really paying off. Pigz, you had such a commanding position at the beginning. You had Tom boxed in. Would have loved to.
I mean, obviously, we've played this. Tom and I have played this map a few times, and taking from obviously what I did before, and obviously the viewers can't have not seen them ones when I originally started, to now, it's night and day. I think it's night and day anyway.
So the advantage you had, you had him in there, but then you gave away that advantage. You
let me out.
Essentially killed your units by walking them into flame turrets and laser towers.
Yeah.
So remember, in those instances, it's better to waste one unit, maybe.
I mean.
Yeah. Box him in, get that advantage, and you also the one other criticism was for I reckon it was about 8 minutes. You only had the 6 after he did his incisor push and killed some of your mexes. You didn't rebuild any mexes for about 8 minutes, and you only had the 6 mexes for such a large portion of the game. But it was a very exciting one. We thought you had it there, and some really smart moves. You saw his commanding and you tried to chase it down. And I loved that you built some LLTs outside of his base once you knew his commander was out, just to box his commander out and keep him out of the base. Unfortunately, Tom did do that air transition, though, that avoided that. Remember to drop down, as soon as you hear that aircraft spotted, drop down that anti-air
turret. Yep.
Yeah.
I think this game was an absolute.
I thought I was going to get him with the rockets. I thought I've got enough, and I know how to make her back, not too close, and he just kept dodging it all over. And I thought, you son of a monkey! But that was brilliant. I love that one. That was so much better playing this than the original ones we did.
Yep, you certainly have you're certainly getting the skills. You've got quite a lot of them. Your macro and your micro is getting a lot better. The only thing that let you down on this one was game sense, and that's something which can only be learnt with time. When you're holding the bottom of the.
There was actually another thing. Sorry, Fred. There was another thing. When I did to start with, I did it the wrong way around on that map. If you look, because my actual, the actual lab is actually the wrong side, they were taking a while to walk around because they were derping around and didn't really know what they were doing, and then going over. So that slowed me down as well. I only realised once I'd started the game, I've done that wrong. I'm boxed in now. So that should be the other side when you start on that one. But anyway, sorry. Only
a small thing, that one there, only delaying them by a couple of seconds, but ultimately wouldn't change the outcome of the game, something like that. Getting those units a waypoint probably would have been more of a benefit, even though they lost 1 or 2 seconds leaving the lab. They lost a lot of seconds by sitting at that choke point in your base when you had that advantage. If you just kept them going all the way down to Tom's base, maybe after he broke through and killed some of those units that you had, you could have regained that advantage by choking him in there. But brilliantly done, continuously checking for those mexes that he was building below his little fort. And making sure they were cleared out. You kept the metal quite close until Tom was able to expand outside of the base.
Yep, and as I was saying, the game sense is the area that will just take time to improve. Knowing when to and when not to push up a ramp would have been the difference with this game. If you'd been able to keep Tom to 6 mexes and you'd been able to expand through the rest of the map while that was going on, the only thing Tom would have been able to do is potentially trying to break the line, which hopefully you'd be able to reinforce by then, or go for an air transition, which if you know that's his only option, then you just prepare for it. But close game, and Pigz, it's only a matter of time before we see a win out of you.
I just have this feeling every time. It's like, no, push forward, because I was like slightly going back, and I thought, no, I'm going to turtle again. No. I can imagine Brute, because he's actually shouting down the mic, what are you doing? Get forward, you idiot. You know, like things like that. And it's just like, I could just, you know, it's like the world is on my shoulder with you. You want me to win. And obviously, you know, we're playing this prop. Tom's not going to give me the thing. I have to earn it.
That's it.
And that's rightly so.
And you have grasped that micro and that aggression. It's brilliant.
Yeah, you've definitely got me concerned these days.
It's just it's all it takes in this game, and everyone knows it. That's a little bit experienced. It's an error. It's forgetting to rebuild the mexes after they get killed. Forgetting to keep building that eco in that background. You built a massive wind farm. It would have been better to change to advanced solars because you'll realise the benefits in the long run.
Forgetting you're consecrated to the construction. That's wandering out into the field.
Yeah,
that's what happened. Okay, but Pigz, you actually had an excess of energy at one point, but you didn't build any conversions. You were doing great, building all of the eco.
I think that's the first time
you just
had an excess of one.
Yeah. But anyway, we'll leave that one there, guys. And thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and check down in the description for a link to our Discord where you can drop some replay suggestions, and we'll do our best to cast those games. Please leave us the juicy ones. Thank you.
Bye for everybody. Bye.
Catch you next time.